Are you tired of being limited by your WordPress theme? Do you want complete control over your website's design without coding? In today's video, I will introduce you to Elementor Theme Builder, a powerful tool that lets you create custom headers, footers, blog layouts, and even WooCommerce templates, all with drag and drop simplicity. If you are new here, I'm Kobe from Kaetech Digital, and I make web design easy for you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more WordPress tips. So what exactly is Elementor Theme Builder? Now, Elementor Theme Builder is a feature inside Elementor Pro that lets you design every part of your website or WordPress website from the header to the footer without relying on a pre-made theme. So you're gonna get full design control, no more theme restrictions. Now you also get global templates, that is, you create once and then you apply everywhere. And then you also get dynamic content, use custom fields and WooCommerce integrations to be able to help you create any kind of website that you want. With this tool, you can customize your website just the way you want it without touching a single line of code. So you're gonna get a header footer builder, you're gonna get single page post builder, you're gonna get archive builder, you're gonna create your own search page, you're gonna create your own 404 page, and then you're also going to customize all the layouts of your WooCommerce or online store using the Elementor Theme Builders functionality. So now let's go ahead and see how we can be able to go through step by step what all these features that we are talking about is. Okay, so we're going to look at how we can be able to access the theme builder from our WordPress dashboard, and then we're also going to look at how we can be able to create custom header, create custom footer, and then also build custom blog posts, or even do some WooCommerce integrations, brief overview, and then we bring this lesson to an end. So let's just go into it and start from how we can be able to access the theme builder. Now, to be able to access the theme builder, you need to log into your WordPress website, go to the back end of the website, that is the dashboard, and then from the dashboard, make sure that you have Elementor installed and then also Elementor Pro installed. So this particular tutorial, we're going to use Elementor Pro. Okay, so if you don't have Elementor Pro, I'm going to leave a link in the description for you so you can be able to go ahead and get Elementor Pro, but make sure you have Elementor installed. So if I go to my plugins over here, if I go to installed plugins over here, you realize that I have Elementor Pro and Elementor installed. Okay, so these are the two things that I have installed over here. Now let's go over and go to templates over here. Now when you install Elementor and Elementor Pro, you're gonna have this to Elementor, and then you're gonna have templates. So hover on templates over here, and then also scroll down, and you're gonna see what we say theme builder. Okay, so you're gonna see theme builder over here. Click on the theme builder, and that is what the function that we're going to talk about it over here. Okay, so remember that I have explained most of the functions of Elementor Pro in previous videos. I'll leave all those links also over there so you can be able to see it. So this is the theme builder, and this is how it looks like. So as you can see over here, the name says theme builder, so you can start customizing every part of your website. So as you can see, we can customize the header, the footer, the single post, the single page, archive, search results. We can even have loop item, and then 404 pages, and then you can do more. Okay, so do more as in create your own WooCommerce kind of pages. Okay, so every page of the WooCommerce, you can be able to also create them using Elementor Pro. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at how we can be able to create a header, a website header, using Elementor Pro Theme Builder. Now if you go to my website and I go over here and then I click on view site, okay, so I'm going to view the site. so you will know how the site looks like. So this is the site. This is how it looks like. I have nothing over here, and all I have is Elementor and Elementor Pro installed, and the theme that I'm using is Hello Elementor. Okay, so this is what I have over here, and this is how it looks like. I don't have really any pages over there, and this is exactly what I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create a menu first, so I can be able to create my header. So I'm going to go ahead and then go to appearance over here, go to menus over here, and I'm going to create menus. So I'm going to just create some few menus so I can be able to use for my header and then my footer. So I'm going to add the menu name as primary, and then I'll just display location. You can put it, I'm going to put it at the header. I'm going to just click on create. All right, so I don't have any pages on my website, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use as custom links. So I'm going to just create some few links over here, which says home, add to menu. I'll create another link which is the about, add it to menu. Also create services. Okay, services, add it to menu, and then I'll create the last one, which is contact. Okay, so I'm going to create contact, also add it to menu. So these are the home, about, services, and contact. These are the menu items over here, and I'm going to just click save. All right, so now I have this 1 2 3 I have this one menu created, which is the primary menu. Now I can go over here, and all what I would do is I'm going to just click on this particular header over here. So I want to create a header for my website, so I want to just click over here and then create the header. So with this one, you can create any kind of header that you want. Okay, now one amazing thing about Elementor is when you are using the theme builder and you are creating a header, you can be able to select a pre-made template header, or you can start from scratch. So choose between the one that you want, and then you can be able to go ahead and create your header. All right, so header design page has been opened over here, and as you can see, let me close this one. It says I can choose between a pre-made template, or I can be able to create my own from scratch. So if I click on this add template over here, I can be able to choose the template over here. Okay, so I decide to choose a pre-made template or add from scratch. So let's say I want to choose a pre-made template. Okay, so what template will I use? Let's say I want to use this nice one over here. This is pretty nice, or I can even go ahead and use this one, depend on what you want. Okay, so there are some few ones over here. You can choose the one you want, but let me choose this one over here and say insert over here. Now you can also decide to go ahead and then even generate variations from AI. Okay, but we're gonna just apply this one over here, wait for it to load, and then it's gonna load for us. All right, so I'm getting this error over here, and I don't know why it's giving me this error, but I'm gonna just click OK and then start creating my own header from scratch. Okay, so this will not restrict me from creating my own header. So I'm gonna just click over here to add a container. I'm gonna add a flexbox container, and I'm gonna add a container like let me add this container over here. So I'm gonna add this two container over here, and what I'm going to do is over here I'm going to come over here, and instead of 50%, I'm going to make it like a 20%, and over here I'll make it 80%. Okay, so that this one will be bigger and this one will be smaller. Over here what I'll do is I'm going to add my logo to it. Okay, so let me just click over here and then just drag in site logo. Okay, so that is one amazing thing also over here. You can just drag in the site logo widget, and then it will pull, if you have a logo on it, it will just pull the logo over here for you. But I don't have logo, so all I'll do is I'll just click over here to change my site logo, and then what I'll do is I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to go over here to add a logo. So I'm just going to insert some few logos, or I just going to put in anything that I want as my logo over here. All right, so I have my logos in it, and I'm going to just select it. Okay, so I'm going to select it and then click on save changes. Okay, so now I have my logo. Now I can go back over here, or I can just close this site settings. Okay, so now as you can see over here, this is my logo. Okay, so this is my logo. Now over here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring another thing which we call the navigation. So you can bring the WordPress menu over here, or you can sit through and see whatever thing that you want, but I'm going to bring WordPress menu. And as you can see, because we've created this menu, it pulls in that particular menu for us. Okay, so this is the menu that we created. Now what I also want to do is I want to duplicate this particular container and make it like a 2 over here, and delete this particular one. I'm going to delete this one, okay, and put a button over here. So I'm going to go ahead and then just look for what we call button. So this is a button. I'm going to just drag in and put a button over here. Okay, so on this button I can just type in anything, either shop now or whatever it is. So let me say shop now. Okay, so that is it. Now this is 20%. okay, so if this is 20%, I'm going to give this one also maybe not 80% but 60%, and I'll give this one also 20%. Okay, so I'm going to give here also 20%. So as you can see, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, and you can arrange it the way you want it. So I'm going to put this one in the middle. So I'm going to position this one, align the items in the middle like this, and then also this one I'm going to just align it on the right hand side, so just like this. Okay, so this one also is supposed to be on the left hand side, so I'm going to put it in the middle like this. There's also I'm going to come over here and then put this one also in the middle. So we're going to have something like this, and as you can see, we have our header over here. Now of course you can give your header any kind of color that you want. So let's say I come over here and I want to give my header, let's say a different color, like what color should I give this one? So let's say I want to give it a gray color. Okay, so I can come over here and then choose background color for it. Just choose any color that I want to give for this particular one. So let's say I want to give it like this, and then this one also I want to give a color to it. So I'm going to go over here, and instead of green I'm going to just change this color and make it like an orange color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make it kind of like orange like this. Okay, and it's good to go. And over here I'll change also the color. So I'm going to go over here, and then instead of the text which is darker, a gray, I'm going to just go ahead and give it a white color. So as you can see, I have this header over here. So you can choose between anything that you want, and this you can just go ahead and publish it. So I'm going to go ahead and publish it, and as you click on publish, it will tell you to set conditions or display conditions for it. So where do you want to display your template? And that is what you have to answer. Okay, so for example, you want to display it on the entire site or specific pages. Okay, so let's just add a condition, and then let's say entire site. But of course you can just choose whether you want to display it on archives or singular. So if you choose singular, you have to select what kind of page do you want. Is it a front page or particular pages? Okay, you can choose between, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and choose the entire site over here, and then we click on save and close. So now we have our website saved. Now let's go over here and then click refresh, and as you can see, now we have a header for our website. So this is how you can be able to create a header using the Elementor theme builder. Okay, so now that we learn how to create a header, let's look at how we can create a footer. So now the footer that we have is this particular one over here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the footer that we have over here, but I want to create a different footer. Okay, so to be able to create a different footer, what we're going to do is I'm going to just exit this one. I'm going to exit this one and go back to the theme builder. Okay, so let me click on this one and see. Okay, so I'm going to just click over here, exit to WordPress and go back to the theme builder also, and then choose, instead of a header this time around, so this is theme builder, I'm going to go ahead, instead of a header I'm going to choose a footer. Okay, so we're going to create our own custom footer for the website. So now, as you can see, we have a header for our website over here. Now we can click over here to add new. Okay, so if you click here, it will bring all these things for you, and then we can choose a footer. So we're going to create our own footer. So let's go ahead and create our own footer. All right, so with the same one also, we can choose a template from here, or we can decide to create our own template or footer. But you see, with the previous experience with the header, I'm just going to close this one and then create my own header. Okay, so footer, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to also click over here, click here, and then what I'll do is I'm just going to create a simple footer. So I'm going to click on this particular one, and then inside this one I'm going to just bring another container. Okay, so I want to bring another container over here, and then with this container I'll still duplicate this one. So I'm going to duplicate this one, and what I want to do is I want to give the background over here as darker brown. Okay, so that is the main container, so I'm going to go ahead and then just give it dark kind of color, something like this or something like this. Okay, so yeah, and then over here what I'll do is I'll click on this one, and then reduce the size of the container to, like, let's say maybe 25. Okay, 25. And then what I'm doing is I'm gonna click over here, which is the edit main container, go to layout over here, and then position it at the center, and then align everything also at the center. So this one will be here, and then with here, this one, I'm gonna just go ahead and bring my site logo also over here. So I'm gonna have the site logo over here. So depends on what you want, you can decide to, based on your site logo, you can decide to change the background to suit your site logo, but I'm just gonna leave it just like this. I just want you to understand how you can be able to create this. I'm not doing any design thing, I'm just doing how you can be able to create your footer so easily. Now over here, what I will do is I'll just bring me my WordPress navigation. So as you can see, I have this navigation over here, and what I'll do is I'm just going to position everything in the center. So I'll come over here and position everything in the center, and it's gonna be something like this. And what I'll do is I'm gonna just go to its style over here and change the this particular one, this one, go to style, that is the WordPress menu, and then change the text color to something like grayish color like this. So this is what I have. If I like, I can just go ahead and then even reduce the size of this, reduce the size of this one a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll just duplicate this one. I'm going to duplicate this one. I'm going to duplicate this one to be like this, and then remove this particular one. So I'm going to remove this, delete this one, and then also what I'll do is I'll delete this one. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is I want to change this background. Okay, so I want to change this background, so I'll go ahead and lower or reduce the background to be somehow somehow like this. Okay, somehow like this. Yeah, let it come, yeah, somehow like this, and make this one more black. Okay, so I want to make this particular one more black, so I'm gonna go over here, or more darker. I'm gonna go over here and then just come like this. All right, I can even go further with this one. Let's go further. Okay, so this is quite okay. So now, as you can see, we have two different colors over here, and with this one I can give it a border over here, so a top border. So I can go ahead and then go to style, scroll down, go to border over here, click over here, say solid. Okay, the border type, I'm going to give a solid to it. Unlink the padding over here, and I'll give it a border, top border of 1, and then over here I'll just choose that kind of orange color. Okay, so orange color over here. I can even reduce the opacity a little bit, okay, making it nice. So it's gonna be something like this. So as you can see, this is the orange border that I gave it. So this is my footer that I have created. Okay, now that I'm done over here, now I can go ahead and click on publish. At the moment you click on publish, you set your conditions for it. So I'm going to add a condition. I'll click over here and I'll say entire site. I click on save and close. Now I have been able to create my footer also. Now let's go to the front end. Now you see, this is the footer that we were having. Now we want to create we want to refresh it and see if our new footer is now working. All right, so as you can see, this is our new footer that we've given our website, and it's working perfectly fine. Okay, so now we've created a header, we've created a footer. Now the only thing we can create is what? Maybe create custom page for it, or create maybe custom blog post type, or whatever it is that you want to create. Okay, so basically you can be able to create anything you want to create using Elementor theme builder. So now that we've done this one, now let's go back over here and we're going to close this one and go ahead and see if we can be able to create custom blog post template, or custom post template, or custom page template also. All right, so now that we've created our custom header, custom footer, now we can go ahead and create a custom blog post type. Okay, so we're going to create custom blog post template. That is exactly what we're going to create. So blog template, post template is what we're going to create. So what the blog post template means is that it means that if you create a blog post over here, okay, and you go to, let's go to all blog posts over here and see how it looks like. So this is a blog post type over here, or a blog post over here. Now what this one is, if we go ahead and view it, okay, if you go ahead and view it, this is how the form that is going to take, the shape of the the design and other stuff. This is how it looks like. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is exactly how it looks like. Okay, but we don't want this design. This is not nice, this is bad. Okay, so we want to create a new design for this post template, so that all the posts that we create on this website will take that same shape. Okay, so first of all, I want to create a post. I want to go ahead and create a post. So let me create, this is a shop website, so let me just create a post about anything. Let's say anything that we are selling. So let me say best selling phones in 2025. Okay, so now you can put all your content over here. So I'm just going to go to lorem ipsum generator to generate some dummy content for me, so I can be able to use it and then demonstrate to you what I am talking about. So I'm going to go to a generator over here, and I'm going to just copy some few content. So I'm going to generate some, let's say some 8 paragraphs, and then copy them. All right, so these are these are the content. So what I would do is this is the content. I'm just going to copy this one. I'll scroll down and copy, okay, up to here, and then copy it, come to where I'm creating the blog post, and then I'll just add it over here. Of course you can add in stuff into it. It depends on you what you want to add. So this is what I want. And then I also want to add, let me close this one also. I also want to add featured image. So I'll go to post over here, and then you see it says set featured image. So I'm just going to upload some image that I want to use. So let me see any image that I can use. So let me just use this particular image over here. Now I mean, it doesn't matter, it's just a current website image that I created. So I'm just going to use this image, and as you can see, I'll set it over here, and then I'll publish it. All right, so if I go ahead to view the post, so let me just go ahead and view the post. So this is how the post looks like. Okay, so as you can see, the image that we even added, the featured image, is not even there. Okay, so as you can see, it looks raw just like that. Okay, so now we want to create a different blog post template for this particular blog. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead for this particular website. So we're going to go ahead and go to template over here and click on theme builder template or theme builder, and then we will create our own blog post template for our blog posts that we create on our website. Now remember that you can only do this using Elementor Pro. Okay, so to be able to get Elementor Pro, I will leave a link in the description for you. Go ahead and get yourself Elementor Pro and then use it to be able to create any website that you want. So now we have two things over here. We have the header, we have the footer. We want to create the blog post template. So we're going to click on add over here, and then we look for single post. Okay, so this is what we are looking for, single post. So I'm going to go ahead and click on single post over here. All right, so you can choose between, just like we did the other time, or you can create your own from scratch. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our own from scratch. Okay, so what do we want now? What we want is a blog title, the blog image, and then the content. Okay, and then maybe if you want people to at the date it was published, the author box and all those things, we can do so. Okay, so all what we're going to do is we're going to just click on add over here. I'm going to add a container, so I'm going to choose a container that I want to use. So I'm going to add this particular container over here, and then I'll just leave this one as it is. I'll leave the minimum height also. Now inside this particular place, or just go, I'm going to edit the container, go to 8 advanced. I want to create a space at the top and the bottom, so I'm going to create 80 at the top and then also 80 at the bottom. Okay, so it depends on how you want it. And then inside this container, I'm just going to bring in another container also inside. So I'm going to bring in another container over here, and I'll duplicate this container and make it 2. Okay, now over here, what the top container over here, what I'll do is I'll bring the featured image. Okay, so the featured image of the the post over here. So as you can see, this is the featured image over here. So we bring the featured image over here, or you can even make sure that the featured image becomes bigger and full width over here. Okay, depends on how you want it. And then underneath the featured image, I'll also bring the post title. So I'm going to drag in the post title also over here. So you're going to see this post title over here. Now what I'll do is I'll put it in the middle. So I'm going to put it in the middle over here. You can change the typography and everything. What I will change is this one and make it something like black over here. Okay, so something like this, and then if you think it's okay for you, you're good to go. Now the next one also I want to do is I'm going to come over here, and then I'll bring an author box. Okay, so you can either bring post info and all those kind of stuff, or even bring an author box. Now I'm going to bring a post info, so I'm going to drag in a post info beneath this particular one, and we're going to see the post info also over here. So with this one also, I'm going to go over here, put it in the middle over here, and then I'll go to its icon, change the icon to our color, our theme color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to our kind of theme color over here. This is quite okay. So as you can see, I'm designing everything the way I want it. Okay, so that's exactly how I want it. Even with this one, I can even decide that, okay, this one, what I want to do is I want to just put all of them inside this particular container. So I'm going to put all of them inside this particular container. So let's say I want to put all of them inside this particular container. I'm going to put them here. Okay, so I have this one and this one, and then what again do I have? So with this one, you can remove some if you don't want it. So for instance, you can go ahead and remove maybe time. If you don't want time, you can remove comment. If you don't want comment, you can also add an item to it. Okay, so that's exactly how you can do it. Now the reason why I brought this one inside inside here is that what I want to do is I want to come over here and then make this one let's say 80%. Okay, so 80%, and then I'm gonna put everything in the middle. So I'll click over here and then align everything at the center. So I'm gonna go to the layout and then align everything at the center. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Now with this one, I'll come over here, okay, and then give it a background. So I'm gonna give it a background overlay, or a background, just a background of white. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a background of white. Okay, and then also I'll give it a border. Okay, so or not a border radius. So I'm gonna give it a border radius of let's say 14. Okay, and then I'll give it a box shadow. So I'm gonna give it a box shadow, and the box shadow I'm gonna just reduce it and make it small. You can reduce the spread and all those things, and then I'll go over here to advanced, and then I'll unlink the padding, or let me just put the padding the way it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it the 20 padding all around. But what I'll do is I'll link the margin over here and give it a top negative margin of, let's say, 80. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. So it will be on top of the image. Okay, so that is exactly the way I want it. Now I can come over here and then bring in the post content. Okay, so I can drag post content below this one, and as you can see, this is our post content. So this is exactly what you're going to have. Okay, and we can go ahead and even publish it. So when you publish it, it will ask you where do you want to display it, just like we do for all the other ones. We set conditions and all those things, and we can click over here, and then we say maybe all singular. You can choose where you want. So let's say all singular, and then we can go ahead and then post it over there. Or if it is just for all posts, okay, you can go ahead and then give it all post. Okay, with a post also, you can even choose a single post that you want for it. So if I just want a particular post, I can just search for it over here. So maybe let me just search for the phones that we created. So if I want this one to be just for this one, I can set it over here, but I want it to be for all. Okay, so I'll just leave it and then click on save over here. All right, so this is how we're gonna get it. Okay, so if I come over here, this one which looks like this, if I refresh it right now, it's gonna take a different turn. Okay, so as you can see, this is how now it looks like. Okay, so this is exactly how now this one looks like. It looks pretty okay, pretty decent, more better than the previous one. Okay, so of course you can make this one also here also very big. Depends on how you want it. So let's say I want to make this one bigger. Okay, so all what I need to do is to make sure that I click over here. Let me see, this one is full width, right? This one is 100%, but I can decide not to put it inside the same container that all these ones are in. Okay, so I can decide to make it a different container, and then bring this particular one also a different, give it also a different container. But of course, let's try and then make this one bigger. So I'm gonna go over here, and if I make this one maybe 1280, okay, 1280, and then just publish it. Okay, let's go over here and see how this one looks like. Okay, it still looks smaller, but this one looks this one looks bigger because the image is smaller. But we can still make sure that the image, we can just go ahead and even delete this one. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this one, and then instead of putting the featured image over here, we can go ahead and click on this one, click on style over here, and then give it a background image over here. And with this one, I'm sure we can give you can choose a dynamic tag. Okay, so let's click over here and we can give it a featured image. Okay, so we can give it a featured image, and this is how it's going to be like. Now that it's like this, what we can do is we can just go back over here, and then instead of this one not having any minimum height, we can give it a minimum height of, let's say, 400, and it's going to be something like this. But let's make it like a 500. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. Now I'm going to go to style again, and then what I'll do is the position, I'll make it center. The attachment, repeat, I'll say no repeat, and then the display, I'll say cover. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Or if I like, I'll make the position default, and then the display size, I'll make it cover. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. And if I publish it, if I go over here and I view it, it's gonna take a different turn. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. It has taken a different turn. This one has become what, bigger. Now we can go ahead and even customize it more. Okay, why do I mean by customizing it more? We can click, make here rounded kind of like corners. Okay, so what we will do is we're gonna go to border over here and give it a border of what, 14. Okay, 14 pixels, for border radius of 14 pixels, and come over here, refresh it, and as you can see, we're gonna have this corner radius over here. Okay, which looks stunning and it looks great. Now if the spaces over here is too small for you, you can also adjust it. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and just adjust the space over here. We can click on this particular one also, and then adjust the spaces. So instead of 20, we're gonna give it like maybe 40 all around. Okay, so it depends on how you want it. Even if you feel the 40 is still small, you can still go ahead and adjust it the way you want it. I'm gonna publish it, and I'm gonna see how it looks like on the front end. All right, so as you can see, this looks good, this looks decent, and we can go ahead and use this one on all our pages, our website. So if I click over here and we go to the home page, remember this is not this is the home page. See, this is how it looks like. Okay, if I click on this one, let's look at how this one also looks like. Okay, so this one, because it doesn't have an image, you see, it just have the content. Okay, and this is how it looks like over here. Okay, so this is how you can be able to create custom blog post for your website. Okay, so you can go ahead and do same for your your pages and other stuff. Okay, and that is it, and that is how you can be able to create beautiful custom blog posts using the Elementor theme builder. Okay, so now that you've seen how this one looks like, and now that you've seen how you can be able to use Elementor theme builder, I guess it is time for you to go ahead, get yourself Elementor Pro, get yourself Elementor theme builder, and start designing your website in a few clicks. So as you can see now, Elementor theme builder gives you total control over your website design with just a few clicks. Now, why should you use Elementor theme builder? Why should you use Elementor theme builder? I'm going to explain why you should use Elementor theme builder and why your website needs Elementor theme builder. Now, with Elementor theme builder, what it does is you will benefit in so many ways. Okay, so many ways. Now, who is going to benefit with Elementor theme builder? We have the freelancer and agencies. You design unique websites for your clients, so you can be able to design unique websites for your clients. So as you can see with websites like, let's say when you go to template seller over here, you can see that this is this website was designed using Elementor and Elementor theme builder. Okay, now this particular website, that sell template, was designed using Elementor and Elementor theme builder, and everything you see over here was designed from scratch. Okay, so from the home page to the all the other templates, to the paid template, to the 404 template, to everything was designed using Elementor theme builder. So freelancers and agencies can be able to design unique websites using Elementor theme builder. And then business owners, so customize your brand website without hiring a developer. So if you don't know how to code, you don't need to hire a developer, you don't need to hire somebody to code for you. With this knowledge that you have, and with more and more practice, you can be able to design your own brand, customize your own brand using Elementor Theme Builder. And then we also have bloggers and content creators. You can make your blog or your post stand out, or your, when you are creating, okay, when you create content and all those things, it wouldn't come in the normal form of the theme templates and all those templates. Okay, it will stand out because you can create stunning blog post templates to design to that really fits your own style, that really fits everything that you want. Okay, and e-commerce stores, you can also create amazing e-commerce websites using Elementor Theme Builder. Now, why do I mean that? You see, this one is an e-commerce website, but it doesn't follow the trend of the normal e-commerce website that you see. Okay, this is selling template, and what it does is it sell if you look at even the let's go to one of the product pages, and then you see how the product page really looks like. You see, this is how the product page looks like. Okay, and it doesn't follow the normal product page. This one have even videos and all those kind of stuff that you can be able to use. Okay, and if I click over here, it will take me to the template website, the website itself. Okay, and that is how it looks like. If I click over here, it will take me to how to the installation guide and the documentations of the website and all those things. And that is what we mean by custom product pages. You can create your own custom product pages without hiring a developer or even worrying yourself about coding and all those things. So if you are serious about building professional websites, Elementor Theme Builder is a must-have tool that you need to have to be able to build your website. So there you have it, guys. There you have it, an introduction to Elementor Theme Builder and why it is so powerful. Now, this is what we learned. We learned what Elementor Theme Builder is, and then how to create custom headers, footers, and also blog templates, and then also why it is useful for all types of websites. So if you found this video very useful, please hit that like button and let me know if the comments let me know in the comment section if you want a deeper dive into Elementor. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Kaetech Digital for more WordPress tutorials. Now, if you need any custom design for your business, or if you need any website solutions, please don't forget to reach out to us. We create amazing websites which you can be able to stand out from the crowd. Okay, so reach out to Kaetech Digital, reach out to Kobe over here. I'll leave a link in the description for you to reach out to me. So if you need any design, if you need any website, if you need any kind of website. Now, of course, I also have this particular website where we sell website templates. Okay, so as you can see over here, there is amazing website templates over here. Okay, we have rental, car website, we have salon, we have construction website, we have photography website, churches website, we have travel and tour Elementor website, we have dentist website, we have law firm website, we have shipping, we have accounting website. There are more and more that you can find over here. Okay, so please, either you download templates from here and you pay a little bit, or you reach out to us so we can discuss your project, and then we can be able to help you, or we all help ourselves in designing amazing websites so that your business can stand out. Thank you for watching. My name is Kobe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.